Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today on this channel I'm going to show you some of my best 10-second horns basketball plays that you can use in your next basketball game. Hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. On this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays I show individual skills training, so go check that out as well if you'd like. Or share it with your players if you're a coach. But anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about some 10-second horns basketball plays that you can use in like the last 9 or 10 seconds of your next game or your next quarter. That will get you some really great points. I'm going to show some of these plays against a man-to-man defense as well as a 2-3 and 3-2 zone, because those are generally the three types of defenses that you use. So or at least what you'll see. And let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these plays. Okay, so here we have blue on offense and red on defense. Right now we are playing up against a man-to-man defense. And what we are going to start with is player 4 setting a screen down for player 3. And player 5 is going to stay where he is. However, he is setting up a screen as well. This is going to be a staggered screen for player 3. Now player 3 could take that 3-point shot if he can, or if he's open. It depends on what's going on. But after that second screen, player 5 is going to roll off of that screen, and he may be open for a layup as well. That's an option. The idea behind him getting that ball is it might collapse the defense, where now we have multiple options open as well, and these are kind of last second resort. So if you can run this in time with about 6 seconds left, player 3 will get that ball. If player 5 gets it down low, now we're down to about maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and for him to kick it out, we're down to 1 second, and we might just get ourselves some quick points. Now in this next play, again we are going up against a man-to-man defense. We're going to have player 5 setting a screen down for player 3. Player 1 is going to dribble over to this side, where player 3 is going to then do a dribble handoff right here. So this is, of course, if player 3 gets passed, player 1 is going to be setting up the screen. This is going to be a dribble handoff. Now when this is happening, player 3 could take that 3-point shot. At this point, we are down to about roughly 5 seconds at player 3. Now what we can have is, if there's a shot, of course there's rebounds, but if the other team gets it, there's only going to be about 1 second left, so he could take that shot. Or what could happen is now we have player 5 set up for a rebound, and while this whole segment was happening over here, we could be having player 4 setting a screen for player 2 at the same time, where player 2 could pop up for a 3-point shot or for a mid-range, depending on what you need. If you don't need a 3 and he's not necessarily a 3-point shooter, you could go for a mid-range shot as well. And at that point, that would be the end of the play, because that would be 10 seconds after this shot. Now we are going up against a 2-3 zone defense, and what we are going to start with here is player 4 setting a screen for player 1. Player 1 is going to use that screen, and what I would like is either for player 4 to roll off and for player 4 to get the ball, or for player 1 to actually start driving towards the rim. The reason why we're doing that is to collapse the defense, either player 1 getting the defense or player 4 on the roll. Either way, it doesn't matter. And then what we will have here is, depending on how player 3 is playing over here, if player 3 is playing lower, player 5 can cut towards the rim. If player 3 is playing a bit higher, player 3 blue can then cut towards the rim. So we have a few different options. Either player 5 or player 3 are going to cut towards the rim, and for sure we're going to have player 2 cutting towards the rim as well. Now this play, this could get you a 3-point shot up top after about 2 seconds, but what we are aiming for here is a layup underneath. So going over to player 1, this is going to be 1 to 2 seconds into the play. If there's a pass down to the middle, we're now down to about 6 seconds left in the play. Now with players cutting baseline, this could be another roughly 2 seconds left after this layup, and that would be it. So those are options as well for you. Now against the 3-2 zone defense, what we're going to be looking to do, we're hoping that player 1 is playing tight up top. Player 3 and 2, if this is near the end of the game, are going to be playing very tightly to those high post players. So what we're going to do is very simple. Player 3 and player 2 are going to cut up to the free throw line extended. And what we're going to be looking at doing here is having either a pass over to player 2 or 3, or what could happen is if these two high post, or these two defenders I should say, pop up to guard them, what's going to happen is very simple. Player 4 is going to get that pass, or player 5 could have that pass as well. And now what we are going to be looking for is player 5 popping up and setting a screen for player 1. Player 1 is going to then cut down the middle. Player 3 and 2 are going to pop back down. And what we're hoping for is player 1 to be quick enough to either get that layup, or player 4 could kick it out to player 2. Or if player 5 guards player 1, he could kick it out to player 3. Those are all options. But what I would be looking at here is for player 4 to be kicking it out to player 2. Also, depending on what's happening up here, player 4 could have taken the shot as well if player 4 red did not get back up to him in time. However, generally speaking, you will be going up against a man-to-man defense if there's only 10 seconds left in the game or in the quarter, because generally speaking, man-to-man defense is a lot more tenacious. So a lot of coaches will resort to a man-to-man in the near end of games or quarters. So I'm going to give you one more play that you can use against a man-to-man defense with a Horns offense. The first thing that's going to happen in this play is player 4 is going to set a screen down for player 2, and player 1 is going to then do a dribble handoff with player 2. Now what's going to happen, player 4 is going to clear, and what we're hoping for, let's say the player 2 gets through, player 1 is going to clear as well. And now what we will have is player 5 popping up to the top. Let's say the defenders followed. And now we're going to have player 2 and player 5 doing a dribble handoff. Player 5 is going to get that ball. Player 2 is going to roll towards the basket. Now we have cleared all of our players out. We are down to about 2 to 3 seconds left in the game or in the quarter. We're going to have a pass down to player 2 for a layup, or player 5 taking a shot himself. Now, I hope that these plays help your team. If they do, let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you think about the plays as well in the comments below. And of course, I do post new videos every single day. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Somewhere on the screen is a subscribe button and another suggested video, so go check those out as well. There's some info cards too along the side of the video. And like always, I will see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, I show individual skills training, so I'll see you guys there as well.